Welcome to Sideline Scoring Solutions Feature of the Day. Sideline Solutions Scorebook's gone digital. Feature of the day today, we'll talk a little bit about rosters and how an app, Scorebook, can really make a scorekeeper's job much easier, more efficient, and keep their eyes on the floor much more than they do on the paper and pencil in front of them. So, first of all, we're here in the Scorebook, and this is a quick game, and so we'll go ahead and select two rosters that are already active. And here we have Gonzaga and Duke. First thing they'll ask you to do when you start a game is it'll ask you to select starters. If you do not want to track subs, I would recommend you just select the first five numerically. That'll keep the entire roster sorted numerically by jersey. Sometimes there's a particular player who's a star, or a few that do the majority of the scoring, and so some people will choose to write them in at the top in a paper and pencil model, but in this one you can select them and it'll put them at the top. So starters for Gonzaga typically is right here, and you select the five starters, and for Duke tends to be this group. So now we're ready to start the game. And we are up and running. Notice the starters are moved to the top of the scorebook, so they are easy to locate while you're scoring. And scoring for kids, getting points, again, goes in right away. And we're a few minutes into the game, and it's time for that first round of subs that usually comes about the 4 or 5 minute mark. And so out of the game is going to go Josh Perkins. Simply select Josh and then scroll down to find the player that is going to go in for him. And so we'll just say in this situation it's number 3, Filip Petrusev. So you'll notice player is removed, that's subbed out, and the player that's subbed in is placed. And this can go either way. So you can select the player going out first, the player that's already on the floor, or you can select the player that's at the score table. And so we'll go to Greg Foster. He's going to go in for Corey Kispert. And there you go. So they're sorted numerically. First the players that are active or in the game, and then the subs. Just so you know, for those of you who are not tracking subs, they do not have to be in the game to be awarded points or fouls. I know that not everyone has to track subs and doesn't want that. Sometimes that's a secondary thing that's not as important, and so they don't want to mess up. So these players that are not in the game are still active, but again, this is just for ease and being able to quickly find them. They're in numerical order. They're right there, ready to go. Feature of the day: substitutions and efficiency.